So recently I've decided to visit the capital city of the Republic of Tatarstan in Russia, Kazan. I have been to this place several times before, but I know that there is a lot going on there and the city is developing rapidly. So I hopped on a night train to spend a weekend in Kazan. If you want to check it out with me, let's go! So I'll give you a short tour of my train compartment. This train is going to Moscow. I like it, it's pretty comfortable. Right now I'm alone in this compartment and I really hope that it will be the case for the rest of the trip. Fingers crossed. Here there is a mirror. You can hang your clothes here. There are 4 beds and a little table with keys. There are USB ports and lights. Everything that you need. There is even a menu and you can order some snacks here. And if you want to climb up stairs, you can use these stairs to go up. Today I'm really lucky because I'm traveling alone in this compartment. Never hearing me talk to myself. It's so cozy here right now, so quiet, and the rain has started. I'm really glad that I'm inside right now, but I don't know what it's gonna be like tomorrow when I'll be walking around Kazan and it will be raining. Don't want to think about it. I've arrived to my studio that I've rented here. I've used Yandex Travel because nothing works in Russia. There is no Airbnb, Booking.com, so the only option that is left is Yandex Travel. If you ever come to Russia, you can use it. The weather is so nice today. I don't know, when I looked at the weather forecast, it said that it would be so cold and rainy today, but the weather is just amazing. I've heard some people call Kazan the 3rd capital of Russia. The city is pretty big and there is so much to see there. Although it was especially nice for me to just walk down the city streets early in the morning when there are no people around and just look at historic buildings and appreciate the pretty things around. Can you hear the birds? Spring is coming, finally. The roads are very slippery. Here in Kazan there are a lot of universities. This one is the University of Physics. And I guess this is the place where I'm gonna have breakfast. It's supposed to be really good. It's called the Early Bird. So excited. You know, this place was pretty nice. I really like the atmosphere. I've just put on another scarf just because it's a little bit chilly. Maybe it will get warmer in the afternoon. The Kremlin is right there, so I'm gonna go there now. The Kazan Kremlin is one of the main attractions of the city. It's an important landmark because it was built on the orders of Tsar Ivan the Terrible after his conquest of Kazan in 1552. For me, this place has always been fascinating, as Islam and Orthodox Christianity mix together here. Can you see the river? So beautiful out there. So quiet. You know, the last time I was here it was summer and it was really pretty. It's such a beautiful place in summer. I really like the city because it's so lively. There are a lot of universities here, a lot of young people, and therefore also a lot of culture and many events. It's a sports capital of this region. Well, there was Football World Cup here in Kazan and some university championships. So yeah, there is a lot of life here and a lot of culture. But also you can see that the government is really taking care of this place. The roads are good and all the buildings are renovated. So I can see that a lot of money goes into the infrastructure. So this cathedral was built here in the 16th century. Let's try to go inside and see if it works. The Annunciation Cathedral is the oldest surviving building inside the Kremlin. It was built right after the conquest of Kazan, near to where the Khan previously had his palace. 3 years later, it was decided to replace the wooden church with a stone cathedral. So now I can cross out Kremlin from my list of things to see in Kazan and to show you. Well, it was nice, a nice walk in the historical part of the city. I like this contrast between Soviet architecture and this classical building. I was really glad to have visited one of the prettiest buildings of the city, Ushkova House. It used to be a private residence of the Ushkov's family, but after the revolution, the building became part of the National Library of Tatarstan. I really appreciated that the original interior of the house remained unchanged to this day. You know, I really like this house. I think it's so cute, and inside it's just really beautiful. Every room inside this house is decorated in different architectural styles. There is this Baroque room and a Gothic room, and the history of this house is also quite exciting as it was given by Ushkov, who was a very rich person. Anyway, he gave this house as a present to his wife. It was a wedding present, and he wanted this house to be very unique. But unfortunately, this house didn't save their marriage because they lived together for just 3 years. So it's interesting that money can't buy happiness, apparently. So, and then the revolution started. The people who lived in this house, they had to leave Russia and move to France. But still, it's nice that this house hasn't been destroyed. After the revolution, they really wanted to demolish this house because it didn't really look good in new Russia. But then someone just saved it from being destroyed, and now they're gonna renovate it. So now I will go to the main touristic street of Kazan, Baumana Street. It's a pedestrianized area. Now I want to go and check out this church. On the pedestrian Baumana Street, there is Epiphany Cathedral Bell Tower, from which you can see a great view of Kazan. You just have to climb the stairs a little bit. It is also the tallest ancient building in the city. So now I'm gonna go to a theater. You know, here in Kazan there are lots of theaters and concert halls, but since I bought my ticket just 2 days ago, I tried to find some interesting shows that I could visit, but of course all the tickets were sold out. And the only theater that was available was this puppet theater, which I have heard of before, and apparently it should be a really good one. I'm gonna go there and check it out. Some people say that it's an ugly building, while others say that it's absolutely adorable. So we'll see. And I'm gonna watch Alice in Wonderland. The theater was built just several years ago. It looks like a fairy tale castle from the inside, and you can see tales of different countries from around the world there. So this was cute. I would definitely love to come back here with my nieces. Maybe for adults, yeah, it depends if you like magical stories like this. Maybe it can be interesting. Yeah, I've enjoyed this. Yeah, it's not like, Bolshoi theater or Mariinsky theater. It's different, but why not? Yeah, that was very enjoyable. I'm glad that I've come. This is a friend of mine, Konstantin. He was born in Kazan, actually. Do you like living in Kazan?
Of course. It's my favorite city.
Why do you think people should visit Kazan?
Because it is one of the cities that combine two cultures. First culture is Russian culture, and actually Russian Orthodox people. Maybe you can call it a little bit Western part of the culture. And actually the second culture is a Tatar Eastern culture. It is a Muslim religion. So here is a mixture of West and East.
And what's the relationship between Russians and Tatar?
Actually, relations in our city, in Kazan, are clearly described in the heart of Kazan. It's, of course, Kremlin. And inside the Kremlin, you can see two religious symbols. First is Kul-Sharif mosque. Also in this Kremlin, you can see the Blagoveshchensky religious temple. You can see how two religions are together, two nationalities are together, two cultures are together. And actually, it's not only about two cultures. It's in Tatarstan, there are 170 nationalities, and they are all together in peace. We have 22 different religions here, even Buddhists, Judaism, Baha'i, Krishna, all the religions and the temples of the religions. They are here. Everybody can believe in what they want, and there is no problem. And everybody respects national traditions, national holidays, national food. Everybody congratulate. A Russian can congratulate a Tatar.
That's amazing. That's great. So this is what I got. This is the Tatar tea with some herbs and lemon. This is a broth. You can compare it to tortilla or shawarma. Looks like this. It's kind of like a pancake. This is the traditional Tatar dessert. It's called chak-chak. Looks like this. It's some dough with honey. And all of this is the replacement for McDonald's in Tatarstan. I just finished the food, you can see. And it was so delicious. I feel like, I've been to my grandma's place. This is fast food, but it's not like McDonald's. Everything here tastes like the food at home. And they don't use a lot of oil or anything like that. It's really clean. And the tea tastes so delicious. It's not just, tea from a tea bag, but I can see that they have actually brewed it with some herbs and lemon. It's a nice place. It's cool that they have this national fast food. The next day, just before hopping on a train back home, I visited the local Museum of Fine Arts. I knew that Kazan has long been one of the oldest cultural centers of Russia, so I just had to immerse myself in the cultural life of the city. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket. Let me know what you think of Kazan and if you'd like to come here one day. I think it's time for me